I'm Isabel. I'm from the United States of America. I'm from Oregon in the US. I wanted to work with animals, I wanted to see Africa, and I wanted to make a difference and have a good time.
Hello, hi!
I came here because I'm studying wildlife biology back at NC State University, and I plan to go to vet school afterwards, so I'm really here to get experience with wildlife and conservation work.
Yeah, so I chose to come here because I always wanted to go for volunteering somewhere, and it's a really good place to do it, and also it's South Africa. It's great to have more volunteers come so that they can experience and learn from the animals and the staff here at the ranch, but also so that they can help and make the ranch a better place for the visitors.
The volunteer program is pretty much important to the ranch in the sense that we're getting the extra help from people when it comes to cleaning enclosures, providing the enrichment. Most importantly, it's one of the biggest aspects of the volunteer program is making and giving out enrichment to the animals. It's also a nice extra source of income for the ranch, seeing as we are not government funded at all. It's basically the only funding that comes into the ranch is from customers that come to see the animals and then the volunteer program, and that income pretty much helps keeps the ranch going, feeds the animals, and the medical expenses, which is astronomical. So all of that contributes heavily to keep the ranch going on a daily basis.
Conservation here is more just protecting the lives of all the animals who are affected by maybe what humans are doing or affected by natural disasters or anything that's going on in the world.
I think conservation is important because right now there's a lot of threats to wild animal populations with habitat degradation, and especially in Africa there's a lot of poaching and just different threats as the human population increases. We start to influence more natural territory, and so I think it's important for us to recognize what these animals can provide for us and the importance of biodiversity, and so conservation is a big part of that.
Enrichment plays a vital role in your animals' welfare on a daily basis because animals in captivity need stimulus. Their minds and their bodies need to be kept active. When you're giving the animals enrichment, you're providing them the opportunities to do the things that they are designed to do. The volunteers then get the opportunity to make the enrichment for the animals. So you're putting your time and your effort into making these items for these animals, and then you go and you give it out to the animals and you see the impact it has on the animal's life. You see how they interact with it. That is such a rewarding process, not only for the animals but for the volunteers as well, because you are actively making a difference in those animals' lives.
So far I've enjoyed mainly getting the hands-on experience with the different animals. We got to do all of the animal encounters that the guests normally get to do here, like the cheetah experience and the lemurs and snakes and all that. And so that's something that I've never been able to do before, and so that was really, really cool, especially because they're animals really that I have never seen back at home, obviously. So
the work that we do here is necessary. A lot of people don't believe that animals should be in captivity, but in the world we live in today, that is just not a very accurate way of thinking. There's less and less space available for animals out there. They're suffering from diseases that we are contributing to and causing, and we've put animals in these situations. It is important that we make sure that these animals will be there in the future and that we can educate the public about these animals that we house. That is what the ranch does. It educates the public and connects them back to nature.
What they take away from the experience is new friends and family. I think that's the most important thing, because when you're alone somewhere, you want to make new friends, make family. So we all kind of become your little family, your home away from home. So
and not just the people, the animals as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, you can actually, a lot of volunteers go away here with adopting one of the animals, and then they can adopt that animal for a year long.
I think going into this program, I wasn't expecting it to be as amazing as it is. When you get here, you're incredibly close with the staff, you grow close with all the volunteers because you all live together, and you're really just gaining that experience. But the fact that you do encounters with animals, you get to touch cheetahs, you get to pet tortoises, and everything you do here is something you wouldn't get to do in America.
Going overseas to a place where you've never been and you don't know anyone can be really scary, daunting, and can sometimes feel really, really uncomfortable. But I think it's the uncomfortable things that make us better people.
I would say that everybody in their life should try at least once to go for volunteering, because you can learn a lot from being here and from people. You can gain a lot of knowledge.
Come volunteer!